What's going on, everybody? As always, hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a great, productive week. Get into the bag, doing what you got to do. Real quick, I'm not going to be here long. I'm going to just kind of turn this video into a question-like video, so where y'all can maybe just answer some of the questions I may have. It's just opinionated questions. It's a couple of topics that I wanted to share real quick. The first one, before I start that, for those who are new to Rebuilding Community Trust, this channel is dedicated to community involvement of African Americans, minorities, for those who want to be empowered to make change in the communities and also stay aware of what's going on around them. For those who've been tuning in, as always, thank you for supporting the channel. I hope that people are sharing this material, getting involved in communities in some way, because it's bigger than us, to those who listen, but to spread it around the world. Someone can get something out of this, I feel. So real quick, I want to talk about the first topic is going to be on it is the new Supreme Court elections. Her name is Ketanji Brown Jackson, and it's Joe Biden nomination to the U.S. Supreme Court. First black woman in history to be nominated for Supreme Court justice. It was around the 25th of February, and it's historic to me because I would think most likely that Ms. Brown or future nominated Supreme Court Justice Brown Jackson is going to be able to look at the different issues of African Americans in our community, and in relation to law, in relation to the standards of what's going on in race relations and racism in this country, whether it's through police brutality, whether it's through prior court cases that are injustices of state court law. I hope that she can be able to make some changes for all of us minorities, African Americans specifically, but to create a fairness and balance in the Supreme Court and into cases that come her way, and to be able to stand against those who may want to present themselves in a racially motivated manner. All right, so I think Biden, I guess he's trying to appeal, and I guess some people can think that it's political. I wonder, from hearing from you guys, is this a political move for Biden? Do you think he's looking at the interests of African Americans in this country, or are he just trying to balance out some of the different things he's experiencing in the media when it comes to not doing enough for African Americans, those who voted primarily for him? What do you think about Supreme Court Justice Brown Jackson being nominated? Do you think she'll be at an additional tool, or be able to help be more for the minorities, or you think she's a political as well? I think she'll be a good addition. She has experiences. She was currently sitting on the D.C. Federal Appellate Court, and she's been considered for a while to replace, not say replace, but Justice Stephen Breyer. He retired. So it's a vacancy seat. So it's an opportunity for someone with her qualifications to fill the seat, right? She has a lot of different experiences in the court, federal appellate court. She did her time in other places, and it's something that Democrats are pushing to create some diversity on the Supreme Court. So, what do you guys think about that? I want to hear from you guys this time. What are some of the cases you think she should be taking on? I mean, do you think she'd be able to deal with the abortion issue? Do you think she'd deal with some of the issues with police brutality and the law enforcement? Do you think she should deal with some of the issues dealing with some of the immigration issues that we're having? What do y'all think, right? So we should hear from something by April from the news sources. They should have a nomination presented for the Democrats in voting, and definitely, hopefully, she'll get voted in and put in that seat. So definitely, she got her law degree from Harvard, I see here, and she was born in D.C., but she was raised in Miami, and she did a lot of time serving in civil law. And she definitely got a lot of history behind her when it comes to public service. So definitely, what do you guys think? Again, I just want to highlight these topics and see that it may be a victory for some, and some may feel, and again, for those who don't feel like she should be in, provide a reason why. I feel like that besides her race, look at her qualifications, just like anything else we vote for, right? Look at her qualifications and look at and see why she should or should not be elected or nominated for the Supreme Court justice. If she got the qualifications and she did the time, let her see what she's going to do, just like anything else we do when it comes to voting and putting our electorals in office. So that's one thing. Next thing I want to talk about is the Ukraine issue, right? And I know we all seen on the news about Russia and Ukraine and what's going on over there, right? But the interesting is Africans, those who are students or those who are not citizens of Ukraine, are having issues getting out the border. Share a quick story. So I was overseas, in the military, and I've been in countries where I've experienced racism as well, and I could tell this is an issue because when I was in Spain, and I would walk down the streets of Spain and just going around, just exploring and going to different places, and I'll see the Nigerians and some of the Africans that are there, and they are, treated just the same as they were anywhere else outside of their country, right? So it was a woman out there. She was trying to make some money, and she had to stand, and it had different jewelry and stuff she handcrafted and made. And you can tell people didn't want to go to her stand. And I went and I talked to her for a little bit, and she said, yeah, it's just as much racism here than even more so where you're from in America. And it's like, people don't want to help me or don't want to provide assistance, and they, just because I'm my race, and they didn't want to support her business. But I pointed this article out, and I see here is two students. One is a medical student from Nigeria, and her friend was an economics student, and they both were in Ukraine, in Ternopil. I think Ternopil. That's how you say it. It's Western Ukraine, and the war's going on, so they're trying to flee, right? And they had to hike for over 12 hours. They took a cab. They tried to get people to help her, but due to their race, and literally told in so many words that, "What about you?" They shrugged their shoulders. They said when they got to the bus, it was a bus that was taking them over to Poland, and they were loading, Ukrainian citizens. They were loading pregnant women and children, which is ideal for most evacuation services. But then when it came to them, they said, "What's wrong with us entering the bus? When will you start loading us?" The woman looked at her end. The one that was letting them in was saying, "Only Ukrainians are going to get on the bus. That's very bad. What about us?" The medical student asked, and she said she shrugged. She did this. So what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about the racism worldwide? It's not only we deal with it in America, but we deal with overseas, right? Why do you think that the culture, and you got to think about Europeans and the certain things in certain ways. Not all countries are racist. I've been to some that wasn't, but some of them are, right? Even some of the Asian countries, right? So what do you think about that? Why do you think that is? Why do you think that treating human life is devalued just because of the color of the skin? I would think if you have the space, you see someone in need, it shouldn't matter what color you are, but somehow you rather leave the Africans and the black people in these countries. They're not even citizens. They're medical students. They're students. They have a visa to be a student, and they're learning to go to school there. And you're looking at them like they're criminals or something. They're not from there. So I see you want to evacuate all citizens, but y'all could spare two people. You know what I'm saying? And then also it's interesting too, when I was reading some more, it says, "I don't know what is happening on the Ukrainian side of the border, but we let everyone in regardless of nationality." That's what a spokesperson for the Polish border guard said. So they were saying a lot of Indians are experiencing the same things. It's Indians, right? And it just kind of talks about different races being stuck over there. Nigerians. Another one spoke about him being stranded in the town of Medka by the Poland-Ukraine border, and they were not allowing foreigners to cross over. It says another Indian medical student said they also faced instances of racism when going through one of the checkpoints. So I wonder why so much mistreatment and for racists worldwide. And it's sad, but again, it should be awareness and open your eyes to see what is going on in our country, what is going on around the world. How is African Americans treated? What can we do to exemplify that we matter, in a sense? So I just want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your comments. Leave them in the comment section below. Share, you know what I'm saying? Start a dialogue. You know, maybe something I don't know, maybe something I'm missing out on. It's a lot of interesting things when it comes to war, right? So we continue to, hopefully people are watching and monitoring what's going on in Ukraine and how it's going to affect us, not only just racially, but also economically, in the sense of dealing with goods and services. I know I read an article about the globalization effort, what's happening to gas right now because of the oil, right? Over there, they're pretty much, the world is kind of putting Russia in the box and shutting them inside themselves because of what they're doing right now. And if the war continues, or the path of Russia continues on invading these smaller countries, then it's going to intensify relations between worldwide and Russia, as far as people seeing what's going on. So with that, I hope that those individuals end up getting out of the country, because they should be able to get out like everybody else, especially if they're not even citizens there. They should be the first ones to be out of the country, especially if they're not causing anybody no harm, and they're there. Get them out. Get them out. You know what I'm saying? So I hope those individuals end up getting out, and I feel sorry for that people are still thinking like this in these times. But unfortunately, we have to be mindful, and we have to continue to move and err of caution when it comes to dealing with people like that. So leave comments below. Short video. I don't have much to say besides that, but I just want your comments, your opinions about what's going on in the world. And please, another thing, I'm taking down the Revealed Community Trust website. I'm going to take it down. I may put something else up in place of that, but as of right now, I'm going to take down the website and reconstruct it and make it bigger, or just for now. So if y'all have anything you want to talk about, if you have any comments or you have questions, please just leave them in the description below, and I'll read them and definitely respond back, or we can put another video of this. But as right now, I'm taking down the website. It's not cost effective. It's not being utilized in the way it needs to, so I'm going to either reconstruct a new one or just leave it off for now. So if you got any questions, comments, please don't hesitate to leave them in there. Respond, share, subscribe for those who are new, and y'all continue to be blessed. Have a good day.